So, welcome to what should be this week's episode of the Photomode Unplugged Virtual Photography Podcast. But as you can see, I'm here on my own. And that's not just because my usual co-host Ruben is off on his travels at the minute over in San Francisco, but because what we did have planned in place of it has kind of gone wrong. So the idea was that I'd be joined this week by Mir, who runs his own virtual photography YouTube channel and was one of the judges in the Virtual Photography Awards. And the plan was to talk about the entries, the winners, and give some of the thoughts on our favorite shots from the awards. And well, we did do that, but here's what happened. Welcome to this week's episode of Photomode Unplugged. It's a very special episode, firstly because Ruben's not here, but mainly because I have a very special guest, Mir. Welcome to the show.
Hello, my name is Mir.
It is. Tell us a bit more about yourself. I'm going to drop it straight on you. I'm sorry about that. But...
No, that's fine. So in the last couple years or so, I would say like early 2021, I got recognition from media outlets for trying to teach photography using video game photo modes, and that's mainly what like my YouTube channel is, and so on. I just want to help expose photography to an audience that is growing in photography. But then also I do real world photography. I do a lot of like car photography. Like written, soon I'll be traveling as well, so I like doing travel stuff as well. But yeah, that's mainly what I do. I'm a real life photographer who wants to help virtual photographers learn more about real world photography.
Perfect. And
yeah,
that's exactly why you were part of the panel for the Virtual Photography Awards.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. This is your second year on the Virtual Photography Awards, in fact.
It is, yeah.
So thank you for your commitment.
Thank you for asking me. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. It was a fun process.
I like to hear that. In fact, that is something I'm always interested in, to hear kind of back from the judges what they felt about, how they felt about seeing the content and how much I was asking of you and things like that. So it's always interesting. I like that you've enjoyed seeing people's work. Would you say the quality this year was better or worse than last year, having seen both?
As far as like the actual process or the like
entrance.
Photos themselves?
Yeah, the entry, the photos.
The entrance, I would say the quality is improved, but I think it's also due to the fact that more people have entered. So because there's more people that have entered, there's a higher chance of seeing like more talented virtual photographers. So I just feel like the quality I think is there, but it's grown because of more people being there, if that makes sense.
That's a good point, actually. So the number of entries has increased significantly. So about 1,700 last year. So the number of entries has increased significantly for a larger proportion of sort of the average quality, and definitely did.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of good shots. It was kind of hard to pick. I'm going through it. I'm like, how do I rank this? I don't know how to rank this. Like, if I could just give everyone a 10, I would do it, but I can't. Like, it was so difficult. Like compared to last year. Last year was great, but it was just like, man, these are some great shots. But this time it's like, okay, these are even better. And like, I feel like whoever I guess entered last year, who may have entered this year, it's like, how did you get better? I don't get it. you know.
Well, maybe it's through the help of people like yourself.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's true as well. Yeah, more people learning, more people practicing, and yeah. Oh, my video just stopped like moving. Hold on, let me see if I can refresh my camera.
So
what's happening?
For the benefit of the audience, I think it's at my end, to be fair. We are having some benefit of connection issues.
No, it paused on my OBS screen too, so I think it might be my actual camera. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be a authentic Photomode Unplugged episode without at least.
All right, bear with me on this one. I'm gonna give you guys a lame joke. I guess you could say my camera got unplugged. All right, that's it. Podcast done.
Oh, I appreciate that. Wow. I mean, apologies for that, of course. I've never seen so many things go wrong all at once. So just to give you an idea of the trouble that we had there. So my recording from the normal microphone entirely corrupted. And I thought, well, that's okay, because normally the camera records its own audio, which is what you were hearing there, at least at the start. So that's kind of there as a backup, albeit a poor quality one. But even that, as you could tell then, starts to trip over itself, repeating. Who knows what was going on there. We also had disconnections. Mir's camera froze up, but so we're running on audio only from his end, which would have been fine. You know, we were willing to get around that. So I love the joke at the end. And that wasn't actually the end of the podcast. We did record, we thought we recorded a full episode. And what I think was quite a good episode, actually. So I'm really disappointed that we've lost this. This has gone wrong. But I guess these things do happen. So I apologize to you, the viewers and the listeners. I'm sorry that you're going to miss out on this, because unfortunately we've not had time to re-record this to get it out in time. So I'm just putting this out just so that we had some coverage, essentially. I apologize to Mir for obviously giving his time and trying to appear on the show. But yeah, it's a bit of a disaster. But there we go. That's what happened. And I promise that we will try and get Mir back on sometime. I wish you could hear everything that he had to say. And like I said, I do actually have Mir's recordings, but my sound, even though it starts tripping over itself, eventually just goes off completely. So there's a totally one-sided conversation. But yeah, we'll try and do better next time. So do join us again next week, where hopefully things will be back to normal, or at the very least back to a complete show. Wish us luck. Thanks.